So now we'll take up candlesticks. So candlesticks was a technique developed by the Japanese rice merchants, and it was popularized by this person called Steve Nisson. He's also written a very good book in the 1990s. So one of the best candle chart patterns, which almost 80-90% of the traders follow, is the candlestick charts. Now, why do we use candlesticks is because candlestick clearly represents a lot of data that is captured in a single candle, that is open, high, low, close. And the size and shape of each and every candle has a lot of significance to tell you what is happening with a particular stock, what is happening with its price. So a candle itself can be used to trade by itself. So what is a candle? It's simple. This is one particular candle. That's the high. This is the body. These are the wicks. So the top end is the high. The lowest is the low. If it's a green candle, the bottom part of the body is the open and the top part of the body is the close. It's opposite if it's a bearish candle. The highs and lows remain the same, but the open is the top of the body and close is the low of the body. Now in this, you also have hollow candles and full body candles. It's up to each person how they want to use it. A hollow only signifies that it has closed higher than the previous candle. Even if it is red, the closing has been higher than the previous day's high. Sorry, I've just put it a little wrong, but I'll give you examples of that to explain it better actually. Now, there are three types of candles: bullish candles, bearish candles, and continuation candles. Continuation candles are basically in the middle of the trend, and they don't really have a lot of significance. We can tend to ignore those candles because sometimes they can also be misleading. What we really need to focus on is in the bullish candles and the bearish candles on the reversal parts. So whenever the market peaks out, those are the bearish reversal candles, and whenever the market is falling, the reversal candles that are formed are called the bullish reversal candles. Those are the candles that we really need to focus on to identify when to enter and exit a particular stock. So again, in reversal candles, there are three types: the single reversal candle, there are the dual reversal candle, and multiple candles which form a pattern. So I'll give you examples of or the kind of candles which come under each of these categories. But today we are only going to take up single reversal candles. The other kind of candles we're going to take it up in subsequent sessions. So single reversal candles are hammer and a hanging man. A hammer is a bullish candle, while the bearish candle of that is a hanging man. You have an inverted hammer and a shooting star. So inverted hammer may be a bullish candle most of the time, and a shooting star is a similar looking, but it is a bearish one. It's the opposite of that. Then you have bullish spinning top and a bearish spinning top. You have a dragonfly doji, and the bearish candle of that is called the gravestone doji. Just note each of these and I'll give you examples of them. Then two candle reversals are the bullish kicker and the bearish kicker. You have bullish engulfing and the bearish engulfing. You have bullish harami and bearish harami. Piercing line, dark cover cloud, tweezer bottom, tweezer top. Now, these are the candles we are going to take up in the subsequent sessions. Then the three candle plus pattern. Now, these candles are used along with the patterns like I showed you with Nifty today, the island reversal. So you have morning star, evening star, both with and without the doji. You have bullish abandoned baby, which is also called the island reversal. It's likewise called the bearish abandoned baby at the top. Then you have three white soldiers and the three black crows. These are the important candles. Now, please understand there are hundreds of candles, and out of which 40 candles are of a lot of importance. Out of that, what are easily identifiable and what we really need to focus on are these candles. And this is what we're going to explain to you guys over the next few sessions. So now this is a hammer and a hanging man. This is how the candles look like, a hammer and a hanging man. Why is it called a hammer? It looks like a hammer. Now, hammers have significance when they are at the bottom of the fall. And whenever a hammer is formed, it has a small wick on top, a good big body, and a big wick below it, which is more than double the size of the body itself. So why do they call it a hammer? Because whenever it shows that, the price has not been able to hold the bottoms and the bulls have been able to take control of it and shoot it back up. And the shape clearly shows that it can hit it and the price can move up. That typically is what it means. Hanging man, on the other hand, is very similar, but hanging man is usually at the peak of the rally. So you have to look at hanging mans when the market has rallied up, and you have to look for reversal signs. So these candles by its signs, formations are just signs. You don't need to act on them. The subsequent candles have to confirm that, okay, the hanging man ka low is broken, or the candle after that is bearish, and that's when you need to exit from the rally. Now, you have hammer, then you have inverted hammer. It's just opposite of that if you look at it. Now you have inverted hammers. Very often inverted hammers can be misleading with the color, so it is best to choose not to look at the color of the candle. But again, the significance of these candles are at when it is formed, whether it is at the bottom of the rally or at the peak of the rally. Then something that we use very often are the spinning tops and the shooting stars. A spinning top is a candle like this, where the body is in the center. It is not like a doji, so it has a good body, and the wick on top and bottom are almost equal. So that is called a spinning top. A spinning top or a spinning bottom are identical looking, and it has significance when it is at the peak of the rally or at the bottom of the rally. If these kind of candles usually happen in the middle of a trend, you can choose to ignore because it does not have much of significance. On the other hand, then you have shooting star. Shooting star is where the body is substantial. It is not like a doji where it is a very small body, but it has a big wick on top and a small wick below it. So shooting stars are usually at the peak of a rally, where you have spinning tops which can be at the top or the bottom. Shooting stars are primarily at the peak of a rally. Then you have two dojis which are very important. One is called the Dragonfly Doji, and the other opposite of that is the Gravestone Doji. Dragonfly Doji is what we see on Nifty right now on Wednesday, what we saw, and we also see in the weekly candle of this week in Nifty. So it is basically, why it is called Doji is one, it has a the open and close are open and close of the candle are the same. And it has a long wick below, which clearly shows a rejection of the the selling and a total control by the bulls over here. And it does not have, or it has a very insignificant wick on top. And opposite of that is gravestone doji. By the name of gravestone itself, please understand that a gravestone, what it means. So whenever gravestone doji is formed at the peak of a rally, it is one of the reversal signs of the market that you need to exit from the market and wait for a signal or the next candle, a follow-up candle, which shows that, okay, the bearishness is coming in. And you need to start booking your profits or go short from there. So these dojis are very important. So today I'm going to give you examples related to these single candles and not the double and the triple ones. Now these are examples. Is this clearly visible to all of you? So this is a spinning top. So whenever a spinning top is formed, after that you have to watch out for a bearish candle. This is a candle where you start booking profits and then you see a fall. So whenever these candles are formed at the peak or the bottom of the rally is where it is important. Now there's a shooting star over here. The shooting star gives you a signal that, okay, you can lighten up your positions if you don't even exit completely. The follow-up candles are important to confirm the bearishness. Now, in this case, it did fall, it consolidated, but eventually it did have an impact. Very often the impact is much bigger also. This is for example per se. So just look at all these examples. This is a shooting star. There is no big wick below it. That's another example of XI on a weekly, the shooting stars. There was a shooting star, there was a second shooting star. It confirmed only on the third day. But look at the fall continuously below that. There was another shooting star over here. Just get confirming the bearishness in this particular stock. This is a gravestone doji. Though open close are the same. And then the fall continues. Now this is a bullish spinning top. This is at the bottom of the fall. So this is the first sign of reversal. There's a subsequent candle which does not break the low of this particular candle. and then there's a reversal. So this is such a bullish candle after this fall. This confirms that the bottom is in place. Only breaking of this and closing below that, the fall would continue. Or there could be a false candle below this very rarely. But you need to watch out for bullish candles after that to enter. And then you see a strong rally post that. Likewise, there's a shooting star over here. So this is after a rally, the first sign of the price topping out. This is the sign where you start booking profits. Now you have the bearish spinning tops over here. Examples over here. In both the cases, there's a fall soon after that. This is where the rally gets exhausted, or the pullback gets exhausted. So why are these important is even without any indicators, these candles are enough for you to start trading. If you specialize or you master candlesticks by itself, that's enough for you to trade along with volumes. You do not need any indicators. You do not need RSI. You do not need moving averages. All those can be used for further reconfirmations. But the strength of the candle itself is that just with these few candles itself, you can do your swing and positional trades, depending on the time frames. Now, this is a hammer formed at the bottom of the fall. The first sign of fall getting exhausted and bears taking charge. Subsequent candles are important, and from there the reversal starts. Now this is hammer and an inverted hammer. Okay, there's a hammer, then there's an inverted hammer. Ignore the colors of the candles. Very often they can mislead. It is not necessary that the candle, bullish candle has to be green in color. Okay, so where the candle is placed is more important than the color itself. Now, this is these two combination of these two candles. If these two candles are merged, they become a spinning top. So very often what happens when we look at a weekly candle is a combination of 5 days, 5 different candles, right? Or daily candles. Likewise, if you club two candles, you'll get a better clarity as to what is the trend that is being formed. In this case, if you club these two candles and look at it as one, this is a spinning top. Very clearly, a spinning top formed at the bottom of a fall is the first sign of reversal. Now, look at the hammers. And you will find these candles on every time frame. Now, in this case, this is a Bank Nifty, it's on a monthly. You have inverted hammer forming over here. After the fall, a rejection of the fall over here. Now, this is a recent dragonfly doji that has been formed. So clearly from here, if next week opens above this week's high and the candle is bullish, you know the trend is going to continue. This is a bullish spinning top in Maruti on a weekly. And the fall gets rejected from here. The next week, following week is a strong bullish candle and the trend continues. Now, I haven't specified which candles are these. I want you guys to point out. Can you tell me which candle is what over here? And Sonal is going to validate it. Come on. You've seen all of these examples. You guys also have read about it. I know all of you have been following candles. Tell me which candle is what over here?
The second circle, that's the second one, the second circle. From yes, sir, yes, sir. That's Doji Dragonfly.
So please validate.
It's actually not a dragonfly doji, because for dragonfly we just need it to be little up. This is just a neutral doji here.
There's a spinning top also on top of that, ma'am.
This is more like a spinning top. Because in a dragonfly doji, you don't have a big wick on top.
Okay, sir.
Okay, why is it called a dragonfly? Is because dragonfly has a big tail and the body is at the top.
Noted.
So this is more like a spinning top. A
Can
combination
someone
of
tell
doji.
me which one is the first one? This
Hammer.
huh? Where?
First one, in the first circle, the first one, there is a hammer. Next
This
circle,
one,
there is
where's
an
the hammer?
inverted hammer.
This would be a doji. This would be a normal doji.
Yeah, this is a neutral
doji.
doji. That means that you know the trend is kind of taken a pause. We need a cut. This is not a hammer. This is just a neutral doji because
Next
it's
to
right
the
in.
next to the Joji candle, I'm telling, like next to
That's
the
not a
Joji,
hammer.
there's
The hammer does not have a body that big.
That is a bullish. Sorry, bearish candle after doji. So that's not hammer.
which circle you're telling, Sonal?
The first
Can you
one.
mark? Yeah, first
First
one.
one.
Next to the Doji, left one is hammer, no?
No. You can't call it a hammer.
You see the
I'll tell you, every candle does not necessarily have it may look similar, but does not meet all parameters of what when you call it a hammer.
Yeah.
It is a bearish candle. Let's call it a bearish candle.
In the second circle, it's an inverted hammer.
Where is the inverted hammer in the second one?
The red one, the big wick with a body in the downside.
No.
uh
You're talking about this one, third one.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
that is inverted
That is
hammer,
the inverted hammer.
right?
And here the third one, there is a dragonfly doji, is it?
This
Yes.
one.
No, the last one.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last
Now-
one is the dragonfly doji. But the first circle, what you said that this is
Neutral.
hammer. No, this is not hammer. It's more towards the hanging man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, like I showed you, merging of two candles in that earlier chart to form better clarity. Now look at it over here. This candle was kind of a inverted hammer. Then you have a dragonfly doji. But if I merge these two candles, it becomes a spinning top.
Yeah.
Okay. So very often you may want to get clarity, merge 2 or 3 candles to see exactly what the pattern is like. Okay. So
Last candle in the chart. The last candle in the chart, not the circle one.
This one.
Yeah. What is that?
The hanging man.
Be a hammer.
No, anything at the
Be a hammer,
bottom.
ma'am.
Anything at the bottom would be that's hammer. That's not hanging man.
Hanging man is more at the peak of the rally.
Right,
Hanging man is it's a bearish candle. So this is not a bearish candle here.
Oh.
And why is it called a hanging man? It's like you hang yourself, like suicide, right? So that is at the peak of the rally. So
Hanging man generally seen on uptrends.
this
Right.
is an uptrend. So this is more like a
This is a downtrend, so this is a normal hammer.
This hanging man and inverted hammer are both same, no? You?
hanging man and inverted hammer, not same,
No.
the opposite.
Opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
See your hammer at the bottom, when you see a long wick with a body towards the high of the day, that is
Yeah.
when it makes a hammer. So when
Correct.
it is kind of, coming at the support level or at the after a considerable downtrend, you call it a hammer. When it
Yeah.
is on the top of the rally after a significant uptrend, if you see that, there is kind of like there is a small body at the towards the high, and this is appearing after a good uptrend, that becomes a hanging man on top. So the shape is different, but their appearance at different places kind of give them a different name.
Okay, now I was talking about those hollow candles. Now look at this. This is not a hollow green candle, though it has closed positive on this particular day. So whenever the price closes below the open of that particular day, it's not a hollow body, it's a full body. Okay, so in case you just want to know, very often what happens is if you don't use hollow candles, this candle may appear to be red. So it all depends on what kind of chart you are following on candles. You would be more comfortable with it. Like I use hollow candles. Sonal doesn't use hollow candles. So there's a lot of significance even in the hollow and full body candle.
Just to add to that, like the first circle, right?
Hmm.
On that, the red candle and then the last red candle, big one.
Hmm.
That's a good bearish sign, like a combination of candles.
So see, first please understand here, there was a spinning top kind of a thing forming. There was a bearish candle after that, then it reversed, then there was a doji forming. So there were multiple rejections that were happening here. Okay. So there are multiple, candles signifying that the rally cannot continue over here, and you need to watch out for reversals. So once this supports got broken down from here, the follow started.
And the final nail
It
in
could have continued from here itself, but this misled. These two candles misled.
So to add to what Mayur has said, the final nail to this uptrend was this bearish, huge bearish, Marubazu. So
That's
even if you see the strength of the candles, it is different. The highest bearish strength in any candle that we can see has the bearish Marubazu. So this kind of confirmed after little bit of confusion between the buyers and sellers that now the sellers are gonna overpower the buyers. So this is where you need to kind of wind up all your longs in gold and trade it towards the downtrend. So you need to wait for 2-3 candles for the confirmation.
Okay.
Which candle you're telling, Sonal? The one first?
The first circle. The first circle.
This one. She's talking about this candle.
Okay.
This is the
First candle was also a Marubazu only. And next after that, bearish engulfing, no? That one first candle also.
Yes. Yeah.
After that also.
Marubozu don't have wicks or
Okay.
a very, very, so you can still see a wick
It's
here.
very small in the Marubazu. So like these are Marubazu.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bearish engulfing and Marubozu, same name, no?
No.
Or different?
No. That's
Okay.
that's altogether a different. Probably next session, Mayur will
We'll pick up the
discuss
bearing
the.
and engulfing and the dual candles later.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
See, Marubazu can be in a part of a continuation also. It need not be at the peak, top or bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Okay.
but engulfings are usually at the top or bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Now here, please answer the questions.
Others also participate. I think Pranav, Jasneet, and whoever I can see. Like
The first circle would be, ma'am, a spinning bottom.
Spinning top.
the first one. First, start with the first one, please.
That's one.
First, yes, ma'am. Spinning bottom.
You don't have spinning bottom,
Spinning top.
on top. So,
Okay, so it will be spinning top.
no, this will be towards the gravestone doji, because spinning top, both the wicks will be equal.
You need to
Okay,
see the
okay,
size
ma'am.
of the wicks also. See,
Ju-
what happens
just-
is a lot of time candles can get very confusing.
Okay.
They basically hint out at the same thing. Okay, they point out that okay, you are ending, the rally. But how do you identify sometimes can be misleading. So look at the size of the wicks on top and bottom. Look at the size of the body. That will give you more information. Look at this. This is
a inverted hammer.
Correct. Absolutely right. And Rushabh, this is how inverted hammer looks like.
Yeah.
now there are multiple over here.
Inverted hammer only, so it's a combo. There are a lot of inverted hammer with a doji.
It's a doji. Gravestone doji, neutral doji.
So there's a combination. There are dojis in that. There's a spinning top also, and there is an
Inverted hammer also.
But none of them close below the the lows. So if you see on a weekly, if you see a weekly candle of this, would look very different.
Can
Okay.
someone tell me the fourth one? Because this is
That's a gravestone. That's a gravestone doji.
This is the perfect example of gravestone doji. And I even personally, Mayur and I give a lot of importance wherever this gravestone doji appears after a significant uptrend. Next day you see nice 4-5 days of fall. So this is one of our favorite candles whenever we, go short in any script.
Now, if you are confused between a spinning top or a gravestone doji and all that, you can study about it, but irrespective, you need to know that where it is placed, how you need to react to it. In both cases, it is a reversal candle. Okay, so give importance to the fact that it is a reversal candle at the peak of the rally.
Yeah,
One
I
more.
think
Yeah.
Mr. Pankaj is right. This is hammer. This is also a perfect example of hammer here.
In this, you'll see a lot of reversal or, other in the past charts that I have shown, there are a lot of dual reversals also. So a lot of these charts itself can be taken as examples in the next session to show you dual candle reversals also. Now, this is just continuation of this particular candle over here, where I was talking about merging this. If you merge this, it looks like a spinning top. So reversal candles are seen at the peak or bottom of the rally or the fall. They are candles with signal reversal of trend and follow-up confirmation candle is needed. You may lighten up your position, but your primary action should come after the confirmation of the reversal signs. Often color of the candle is not important or it can be misled. Many books do talk about the color of the candle, but you will see more than 50-70% of the time the color of the candle can be misleading. So ignore the color of the candle, look at where it is placed, which is more important. Reversal candle clubbed with indicators like RSI or moving averages are stronger signals. RSI and moving averages will help you reconfirm that particular reversal. Like in case of Nifty, it has happened where RSI bottomed out. So you can club these with indicators as well. So this is all for the single candle